Hello everyone. Today is nearly 2 weeks since I started my Bokashi bin, and I haven't actually opened this up since May the 1st, so there should be a lot more activity. One of the things that I realized that I was doing wrong with my Bokashi bin is that constantly opening it, so I'm not actually creating an anaerobic environment for the for the EM powder to actually do its thing. So I haven't actually opened this in almost a week, so let's take a look. Smell wise, it's not too bad compared to if it were just left to rot. Let's turn this over and see how things are underneath. I'm not seeing as much activity as I would like. Hopefully, at some point in time, maybe it just takes longer. I don't know. Yet again, I'll leave it for a bit longer. But in the meantime, because I have had a lot of food waste, what I have been doing is using plastic bags to bag everything. Let me just show you. As you can see here, this is actually something that I did yesterday. I was making chicken stock, so the bones, the chicken meat, as well as the vegetable bones and stuff like that, you just put it all in here first, and just hopefully it would just start decomposing with some of the EM powder. You see, this was actually from May the 1st. After I closed my Bokashi bin, I just started using plastic bags. I know it's not as environmentally friendly. I'll probably get some buckets to put this to do this long term, and some coated rice. So basically, I'm going to just start loading up my bin and see. But before I do that, I'm actually going to take out some of the current stuff and actually feed it to my worms. Let's give it a try, see if they like it. If they like it, great. If they don't, then I guess I'm going to be buying some new worms soon. I'm going to try to not put in any meats, but just mostly cooked foods or vegetables. I won't go for any of the larger size pieces, just some of the smaller size stuff. So this is 205 grams worth of food. So this will be, I'll feed this to my worms in a second. So next step is I'm actually going to load the bin up with some of the stuff I've been keeping in the plastic bags. I'll put more Bokashi powder into it. So as you can see, at the bottom of this bag, all the liquid at the bottom here, that's actually the Bokashi liquid. So the process does work inside a plastic bag. So my bin is pretty much full now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for another 2 weeks and come back to it. And hopefully this time around I'll have much better activity in this bin. So basically what I did here was this is all the leftover stuff from making the my chicken stock, and what I did afterwards is like I blended everything to make it more of a mush. Then I put some EM powder into it and just left it like that. So I shall leave it like that and cover it. And a quick update on my worm bin. It's been a couple days since I last added food, and I've been constantly checking it every day, and the amount of food has actually gone down. So let's quickly take a look. Now, after my big worm death incident, one of the things I've been doing is feeding on one side. So last time I fed on this side, and as you can see, it's beginning to dry out. The amount of compost I've been slowly adding back a lot of the old compost, just to help break it down even further, because I feel that during the worm death there was actually a lot of food that was still left within the old compost. So on this side, underneath the newspaper, this is where I have all added the new lettuce. Now, last time I added about 270 grams worth of lettuce. So let's just quickly take a look. As you can see, the amount of lettuce has actually gone down a lot. There's still a lot of those white dots. They don't really seem to have that much of an effect on the worms. There's definitely worm activity here. So I'm going to pull it back and see what's going on underneath everything here. Yep. I mean, the worms are definitely eating their way through everything. I still don't see any new worms or baby worms. But we definitely do see the current worms as being very, very large. I'm looking for worm eggs now to see any cocoons. I don't really see any, which is a bit disappointing, but you know, there's not much you can do about that. Either you do see them or you don't. The compost material right now is actually quite wet. It is quite damp. I have not added any water. So, but my worms are definitely quite large, nice and fat, which means they're feeding really, really well. I think that's what it means. And hopefully they will continue to hopefully they'll start reproducing soon. Again, on this side you see a lot of big worms, but definitely no small worms. Yeah. So, in the earlier part of my video, you saw that I started pulling out some stuff out of my bokashi bin. And what I will do with that is I will add it to this side. I would just add it to this side of the bin. Number one, because I don't I hope that there's not going to be any effect. And secondly, I don't know what I still don't know what kind of effect it will have on my worms. Everything that I've read online says that, you know, it's not going to harm the worms, but you never know. I will add some apple skins just as a base. Now, this is a chicken bone right here. I don't know if you can see. So, and cover all this back up, and hopefully we should see some more activity within the next couple of days. I will add more newspaper off video, but that's pretty much it. In terms of the worm castings themselves, I don't know if you can see this. But it's definitely very, very nice. Nice and dark. Smells great. Who would think that poo would smell as good as this? But it does. And I definitely will begin adding this to whatever plants that is around the house. My wife is starting to loves to grow orchids, and so I will probably add some of this to our orchids to see if this helps. So that is all for today. Thank you, everyone. Good night.